Graduate wasn't too happy we ruined his face.
This guy really took "do you want a piece of me?" to a whole new level. That's what this gal gets for thinking she could have her cake and eat it too. And God, did she eat it. She ate it so hard that I can only imagine if she had blown out some candles and made a wish, it would have been to be the main character in Portal. Doesn't matter which way you slice it. Her actions were anything but sweet. Maybe this cake-tastrophe will make her think twice before executing half-baked ideas, and she'll desert them before she ends up in tears. I guess if she ends up a badder person, then her crummy move wouldn't have been for nothing. You just have to wonder if he was preheated from things she did in the past and they don't mix well, or if someone egged him on and he got whisked up in the moment. Dang, my puns have layers today. I guess you could say that's just icing on the cake. Hey Girl Scout, what's shakin'? How have you been? I personally have been working hard. Been pulling parts of me still stuck in the past forward. Doing what I need to do to be able to forgive my mistakes while learning from them and taking responsibility for the things I should have done differently. It can be hard, especially those times that involved other people. You just wish you could show them your growth and receive forgiveness. But to insert yourself into their lives after causing them pain just so you can ease your aching conscience is a selfish desire that you often have to let go of if you want to heal. Or so I thought, until I noticed just how popular it was to post yourself being completely self-absorbed and selfish on social media for attention, and everyone just claps for you, or at the very least shares your post so you become a viral sensation. Apparently we just reward people for thinking of nobody else's well-being but their own now, I guess. Yep, another day, another tick topic I want to talk about, because this isn't a good life mindset to have, enabling people's narcissistic tendencies and preventing them from growing into better people after making inevitable mistakes. So enough chit chat, let's just jump right into things.
Okay, so during my time with her, I was very racist to my next door neighbour, and for that I actually genuinely apologise. I am going to take this gift. People don't have to accept my apology, but I'm a good person and I'm not perfect, but I will apologise. And so I'm going to do this in the spirit of Christmas, in hope that war can be ended. All right, this is Christmas now, guys. Let's stop the wars. If you don't like someone, that's okay. Let's just stop the wars. Try and look at the bigger picture and try and understand where they might be coming from. Okay, so this is for my next door neighbour because I was wrong to be racist to her, and I'm apologising for that. And that is what the good person and good people should do. Merry Christmas. I'll be live soon.
Look, I know stalking that girl was very bad. I've totally learned my lesson because I'm not a creep. I'm a good person. You can't just say you're a good person if you're not. That's probably illegal. And I don't break the law. Not including the criminal harassment charge for stalking, of course. Remember to donate to my GoFundMe, by the way. I still owe like $4,000 in fines, and I think I've learned my lesson enough to where it's pointless to take responsibility for my actions and live with the consequences. So you guys should help lighten the load to make my life easier. The life of a good person, remember? So as I was saying, that was me before. But now that it's Christmas, it's all different. I'm gonna stop the war between us and go drop off a present to show her I'm not mad that she got me in trouble with the law, and that I'm still interested in her romantically if she's changed her perspective on things, which she must have by now, seeing as I checked her social media, casually, of course, and noticed that between Thursday and now she's removed all pics with Jared, the guy she started seeing 4 months ago after meeting him at a networking event her boss set up in the summer. At the very least, she can't use the boyfriend excuse to not talk to me or else she's a liar. So gift it is, because that's what good people do. They apologize for breaking into someone's house to set up a romantic surprise dinner for two after she ignored your 56 phone calls and 809 messages asking her out after delivering her DoorDash order the week prior and falling for her beautiful face on the spot. And they buy them gifts to make up for the pain they caused as a gesture of goodwill. Then, if she rejects me again, she's the evil one and I'm the poor good person who's been wronged after trying to show her my growth. I know, good and smart. I can't get any better than this.
I'm a good person, Joe.
Sometimes good people do bad things, Lois. You can finish the dishes, and then I gotta take you in.
You can't take her away, Joe.
And you can put in one load of laundry. Then I gotta take you in. After that, you can write down the Wi-Fi login. Then I gotta take you in. Where's the peanut butter?
Well, Peter, I think the main difference is Chinese people are from China and Japanese people are from Japan. Yes, that's probably why you were banned from the restaurant.
Admitting when you're wrong, good. We've all been there, and I think that people can change. It's even commendable that she's saying it's okay if the person doesn't accept the apology, because they don't owe her that. It's just rubbing me the wrong way that she's doing one nice gesture and so transactionally it makes her a good person. It reminds me of the Rick and Morty times I respected women meme, and then putting it on TikTok so people can validate that claim. I highly doubt the person asked her to publicly apologize, so it's entirely out of self-interest. Actions speak louder than words. Except for when those words are racism and the action is buying someone a cheap Cadbury's to make up to them. Also, quick tip, you don't need a holiday as an excuse to stop being racist. Any old Tuesday afternoon will do. And bonus tip, sometimes the best gift of all is simply not giving someone a gift, forcing them to waste their energy interacting with someone who dislikes them for being born a certain skin color. Your insecurity of needing someone to say you're not a bad person seems like an ish you instead of an ish them. Don't guilt them into saying what you need to feel better so the hard lesson you have to face is less harsh on your ego. Facing consequences of mistakes is how we grow. So honestly, them rejecting that offer and forcing you to look inwards might just be the best gift you could receive in return.
Exhibit A. This is a post that I posted yesterday on my Instagram and it got 14 likes. I have over like 7K followers. And I'm not just talking about people that just follow me as ghost followers. I'm talking about people that are supposed to be in my circle or people that I associate with that will like other people's photos in the group or people that we know, but over and over again won't like my photos. I know this is a fucking beautiful ass photo. I'm confident. I know that. So if you're not liking it, I see you and I know why. And you're a loser. And it doesn't bother me. I'm gonna keep posting, but I'm calling you out. I see you. Hi, stalkers.
Come on in, guys. I'm so happy to have you all over for this big brunch bash. Make yourself comfortable anywhere you like. Not there. I noticed no one's complimented my appetizer display yet, and it's been 43 seconds. Is everything okay? I mean, I know it is, but you guys complimented Ridley's snack setup after 37 seconds of being at hers last week, and she put out snacks that are way less cool than I did. Not that I care, but I'm just saying. Do you want a drink or anything? See, I'm an amazing host, and I bet even Ridley didn't offer drinks that quickly. Are you warm, by the way? I feel like there's a lot of hot air circulating. Actually, you know what? On second thought, it reeks of insecurity in here. Maybe we should have our brunch picnic style. I know you guys love to get out into the fresh air and feel the grass beneath your fingers. You're okay and the smell doesn't bother you? Okay, then why aren't you saying how great my house is? You're just here to lurk and secretly be super jealous of me? I'll have you know that I specifically sent you invites because you're part of my circle, and there were like 6,997 more people who knew about this party that probably just peeked in through the bushes, saw my house was way too high class for them to even step foot in, and ran. Next time, do the same if you're feeling this unconfident and leave the brunching to the ones who have no problem boosting up others despite their jealousy, okay? Makes sense why you spend so much time outside now. You just can't compete, so you're all positively green with envy.
Let me take you out, show you my Langley Falls.
Dan, I hardly think Scarlett's gonna have time to...
I'd love to.
All right, Stan, don't make a scene. Just say something witty and exit on the laugh. So jealous!
Yikes, right? First of all, you don't personally know 7K people, don't kid yourself. And if that many people are following you but you're only getting 14 likes, maybe they aren't following you because they like your content. Isn't that what likes are for anyways? Maybe they follow you because they're absolutely appalled and intrigued by your obnoxious attitude. Or you paid for the bot accounts, who knows? And all this talk about social circles and who's liking whose picture is some of the most childish, surface level thing I've ever seen. How chronically online do you have to be to not realize that people don't always use their social media and will miss posts even from their closest friends? Or know that some people don't place much value in likes, so they don't really think about them. I find it ironic to call your followers that don't like your posts stalkers, while saying you know whose posts they're liking and not liking. Clearly stalking their online activity. Alright, are you guys ready for the plot twist? What if I told you she was a licensed therapist? Yeah, I know. Scary. I can't imagine receiving advice about improving my self-esteem from someone who copes negatively with their insecurities in such a public and blatant way. I get people always have their own things to tackle, and even a therapist needs a therapist. But if this is your profession, surely leading by example is the best way to help clients. I would feel very hypocritical if I were telling my clients to do the opposite of what I was doing. And if I were the client, I wouldn't exactly trust her advice if she isn't even following it herself. But don't you see, growing into a role model for your clients is a long process that doesn't give an instant hit of dopamine quite like being showered in validation and likes does. So why bother? Leave the growing to the losers who won't ever get 7K followers or look as hot as her, who actually need to be a decent person to get by in the world. Okay, so they're endangering themselves and the baby with their reckless driving. They're adults. They can make their own decisions. And honestly, if that baby doesn't like it, maybe she should stop relying on them to bring her everywhere and actually get her own license. Like, how entitled is that? Mommy's clearly so overworked trying to provide for her that she can't even take a break while she's driving. Develop your fine motor skills so you can buckle yourself in, or grow your limbs a bit faster so you can reach the pedals and drive yourself around. As for everyone else on the road, if they crash into you while they stunt, you probably shouldn't have been in their way. Like, where do you have to go that's so important? Walmart? Your 9 to 5? They're making a video for social media, and they probably have more followers than you. So like, maybe stop being so selfish and think of how many people are entertained at the mere cost of like swerving out of the way into the ditch for a second, and maybe your life. I mean, think of the children. That baby's already building up her social media presence while yours wastes its potential playing with blocks at daycare. So you'd be denying her of a bright future. Talk about terrible person. And worst case, they cause an accident that hurts someone. Do you know how many comments will send thoughts and prayers their way? The victim would heal like instantly because of that. And then the gals can start a GoFundMe for a self-driving car so they can keep on hustling 24/7 without other people messing it all up.
So much destruction. This reporter asks, why? Local consensus places the blame on this negligent, selfish driving instructor who... Let's not use that take.
Absolute scum of the earth. Between the lack of seatbelts, recording in the car, child in the car, this is also reckless. I couldn't imagine being so selfish to think of nothing but your epic video for your followers that you're willing to put so many people in danger like that. And that begs the question, what kind of person's even watching this? What did they think the reaction was going to be? Because you're telling me that anyone with a child and a heart would be able to watch that and not feel sick to their stomachs? Hell, I don't even have a kid and I feel that way. I'm not sure what their audience is like, but I would hope to God that they called this out and maybe even figured out how to get the authorities involved, because that child absolutely is not safe. I can't think of what would be worse, these people being that stupid and out of touch, or these people knowing their actions are awful and doing it for angry clicks anyways. Either way, I really hope that they got in a lot of trouble for this and that the consequences were enough to deter them from ever pulling that kind of stunt again, and kept them off the road for a very long time, if not forever. Please stay safe out there, Girl Scout.
We in Chili's, me and my crew, and them on side of me. She wanted to order something. Her man said, you can't get that. I don't have enough money for that. Ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no way. My husband will take me to Chili's and I can't get what the fuck I want. This ain't even Chris, this Chili's. Everything is $18 and under. So I'm mad with him. I'm definitely mad with him. But treat that woman like that, she need to run. If he can't buy you Chili's, bitch, they got 2 for $20 here. You need to leave.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. Can I get you started with the reality check? It's on the house. Okay, perfect. Let's go.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
I'm going to assume that your so-called friends have mouths too full of mozzarella sticks to tell you off and they aren't just being bystanders to a bully. I'm also going to assume that they spent too much on their appetizers because they obviously haven't been able to afford you a much-needed reality check. Lucky for you, I'll do the charitable thing and provide you one for absolutely free. All the money in the world cannot fix a piss-poor attitude, and yours is so poor that you're begging for likes online in a way that society looks down upon. The difference is, in this case, you're dehumanizing yourself, and by that I mean you obviously obviously have some sort of god complex, acting like you're better than the average mortal human. Unfortunately, people think throwing you a second glance and paying for your cup of coffee is helping, but we know that this is a deeper issue that involves something bigger than the average onlooker. Your lack of self-worth is something that you need to find the root cause of, so that you can stop the pointless temporary band-aids that only prolong your cycle of self-destruction. And I think this is something the system should be helping you with. The health system, that is. The admittedly backlogged health system flooded with those waiting far too long to receive a bit of help. Though I will point out that I don't see every one of them humiliating others online to soothe their egos while they wait for their turn. Oh wait, I forgot. This is a metaphor and it's your behavior that's poor, not your bank account. So maybe you should take the opportunity so many people in your situation would kill for and use your funds to get yourself a private therapist. Someone who could help you ASAP so that you don't feel the need to ruin someone's date night for attention ever again. I promise you that self-growth is an investment worth far more than an abundance of cocktails from Chili's and a monthly verification tick on Twitter. I know, so selfless of me. I'm like the next Mr. Beast, the next Ariana Grande, if you will. But please, hold your applause. Get me Chili's gift cards if you must, but I do it because I want to, not because I have to. Okay, I'm done, I promise. In all seriousness, to the guy doing his best to celebrate Valentine's Day with his gal while being financially conscious, a heart of gold is priceless, and I'm sure she feels like she won the lottery with you.
Scaring random white people who don't believe in curtains Part 4.
Beyonce!
Scaring random white people who don't believe in curtains Part 3.
Beyonce!
Scaring random white people who don't believe in curtains Part 8.
Beyonce!
Scaring random white people who don't believe in curtains Part 7.
Beyonce!
Hey guys, welcome back to my favorite prank series, where I scare people by crawling under the bathroom stall of any person I make eye contact with in the little gap. Sure, the door may be locked and they might expect to be left alone from the comfort of their private porcelain throne, but anyone stupid enough not to be looking down at their phone is just inviting me to take a little peek. Don't worry, I brought my face shield after learning the hard way that some people are no fun and will use anything at their disposal as a defensive weapon, including piss. But that prank fail is only available on Patreon, of course. Be sure to catch me live next week, where I'll be going to a hotel and scaring anyone who doesn't put a do not disturb sign on their door by hiding in their bed and tickling them silly. Don't worry, if they call the cops, I can show them the recording of the stranger's epic reaction as total proof that yes, I was doing something that kinda looked like a crime, but actually, it's just a prank, bro. And calling it a prank immediately makes it legal, right? Right guys?
Yeah, I'd like to speak to a Mr. Tabooger. First name, Ollie.
Oh, Bart! My first prank call. What do I do?
Just ask if anyone knows Ollie Tabooger.
I don't get it.
Yell out, I'll eat a booger.
What's the gag?
Oh, forget it.
It's all fun and games until someone calls the cops and gets you done for trespassing, with you handing them the proof in a neat little video recording. Or worse, their first line of thinking isn't that the guy secretly peeping them is making a TikTok, so they take it upon themselves to stay safe in a way that lands you hurt. Not so funny then. If you really think someone leaving their curtains open is weirder than purposely peeking into their house, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe they plan to close them when they lock up for the night. Or maybe their neighborhood is relatively safe, so it's not something they really think about. Though I'm sure they will now thanks to you. Blaze and I had to wait 5 months for our blinds to come in, and we only covered up some of our windows because we wanted some natural light in our space. But at the end of the day, it's not any of his business why they did it, because it's their property, and he's not upholding their reasonable expectation of privacy in the home, both by being physically on the property and by recording them in their house. If he thinks it's weird, he can walk past without looking, or filming, or trespassing. And I'm not even going to go into the weird race generalization of it all, as though this is some weird white people rule to leave your curtains drawn, because I don't really have much to say. I just think it's weird.
We are here because privacy is a basic human right. How many more princes and his wives have to live in this nightmare?
Hey, can you two keep it down?
Hey, you're the head of a thing called privacy!
We really are scraping the bottom of the barrel, letting these people call themselves influencers and call what they do content, and that's coming from a commentary YouTuber. I really can't believe that we've created such an amazing thing with the internet, allowing people to connect and learn on a scale that was just completely unattainable even a few generations ago. And it's being used to foster a community of very toxic people who expect attention for doing literally nothing, which in turn overshadows those trying to bring out the good in technology. Can't say I'm surprised, seeing as it's extremely easy to receive validation and attention on a global scale, and the echo chambers all convince one another that everyone else is the problem, so don't ever change. The anonymity of the internet makes the consequences of their destructive behaviors feel less real than if the direct impact was observable by both sides as well. Like, I bet if the 15-year-old edgelord on Twitter were to be in a room full of Holocaust survivors, she'd be a lot less inclined to make tasteless jokes at their expense and tell them why Mustache Man was right in doing what he did in the war. And the guy DMing disgusting things to women on Reddit probably would think twice before doing that at the local supermarket where his identity would be known. Though the anonymity can also help people scared of judgment share their creativity and help those embarrassed by their personal questions get answers without having to share it with anyone they know. So it's kind of a weird one. All I know is that recognizing this selfish side helps us all avoid adding one more member to their club, and that's a win in my book. What do you guys think? If you agree and want this message to be shared with more people, then please let the algorithm know by liking, commenting, subscribing, watching till the end. Any engagement from you helps a ton. You can also discuss this on my Discord server or just hang out with other Girl Scouts, link in the description, which is also where I've linked my socials in case you want to get to know the gal behind the Danny Phantom PNG. And that's all from me. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Thanks for watching.